Y'all do it better than that. Give it up for Kodie Shane. Make her feel welcome. Come on.
Hi.
Kodie Shane up in here.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. So I remember meeting you like, had to been about 5-6 years ago.
Super.
And I remember Corey from Epic was telling everybody at the radio station about Kodie Shane. He's like, you got me, Kodie Shane. She's dope. What was you, like 15 at the time?
Yes, I was 15, turning 16. Super.
And I remember we met you and this little ball of energy just came in. And we're like, damn, she's special and stuff. And here you are now, still doing your thing, still on tour, still doing these festivals and whatnot.
We going crazy.
You're going crazy right now. So you had a big show last night.
Vibes.
Yeah.
It was my first time at the Coca-Cola Roxy, so I had fun. It was really good. It was turned up. You hear my voice, so you already know.
Might have to turn her mic up a little bit because her voice is a little usually louder than this. But no, you did rock out, packed house. How does it feel like performing in front of your hometown or one of your hometowns? Because you were born here, went to Chicago, then came back here.
Yeah, I got a little bit of both in me. I always love coming to Atlanta, not only because I've been gone for like a month and a half, and I'm coming home, and I'm like, yes. But then it's like Atlanta is always so fun. It's always so much love. So like performing anywhere is always fun, but performing at home is just like that much better because you already know how the love gonna be. You know, you already know what to expect. Yeah.
Do you still get nervous before like your performances, or you just go out there and like I'm gonna tear this joint down?
I'm definitely nervous. I don't know about anybody else, but I get nervous before every show. But I feel like if I don't get nervous, I shouldn't be doing it.
Interesting. So what do you do to like prepare for a show or get your mind right when you're going out on stage?
I mean, for me, I don't really need much. Say a prayer. Let's rock out. It's time.
And you seem like you're the go-to person for like these shows, concerts, tours, and festivals. I gotta read off the list because you done been on tour with so many damn people. Billie Eilish, St. John, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Kalani, Juice WRLD, of course, Trippie Redd right now. You've been on Rolling Loud. Y'all clap for that. She doing her thing. That's a lot of big names. Why do you think so many people reach out to you about going on tour with them?
I'm a performer, so I think of myself an entertainer, but a performer, then a writer, and then an artist. So for me, I just feel like when it comes to the show, I'm all about the show. That's me. So I don't know. I think maybe that shows in my performance, and yeah, it's not that many. I mean, if you want the crowd to be right before you come on, yeah, call me.
I know that's right. I know you said one thing when you go out there, you try to look everybody in the eye.
Yeah, everybody got to see me. I got to see everybody too. So I feel like that's my moment. Like, you gonna pay attention, like, you know. So I gotta make sure I look at everybody just like this here, so you can know I saw you, like I see you. Cause I just know people probably go to concerts and be like, oh, I love this person. Just look at me, look, and never look. Go home, never looked. So I try to look at everybody, even the ones that don't want to look at me.
And make that connection.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at them the hardest.
What does it be like this?
Yeah.
We see y'all out there. Let's get into the EP you just dropped.
Yeah, let's do it.
Blooming, Volume 1.
Yes.
I want to get into the No Rap Cap with you and Trippie Redd.
No rap cap.
Uh-oh. We're gonna talk about that. Let's get into that song real quick. We heard you. Y'all messing with that record?
It's lit.
Sirius XM Pandora Playback. Kodie Shane up in here. You've known Trippie for a long time, right?
Yeah, I've known Trippie since I was like 16 or 17.
How'd y'all two first connect?
I was in Atlanta. I was at 12 Studios, and Chubby just was like, yo, I want you to meet somebody. He's fire.
Chubby Baby, right?
Yeah, Chubby Baby.
Shout out to Chubby Baby.
I love him. He's fire. And I was like, all right, cool. And he brought him through, and we just like caught a vibe. Like, it was just like we became actual friends. So it was beyond music, but we did music too. And then we used to be together like every day.
So you said that the tour has been fun with y'all two on it,
Yeah, it's
right?
been a vibe. It's
been a
actually
vibe.
crazy because, like I said, I've known him since I was 17. So now it's like, damn, I'm 21, you're 20. And pretty much everything we talked about, you did it.
Right. So
It's crazy.
y'all both look like y'all like to have a good time. So if I was to hang out with y'all on a typical tour night or after the tour, what would that look like?
Sersky. I mean, honestly, to see one of those nights, you're going to have to come experience it. We definitely about to have one of them nights tomorrow because we in Miami. It's definitely going to be just vibes. Vibes. It's always, I can't even explain to you because it's never going to go the exact same. But we're going to turn up for sure.
That's fair. Let's talk about the project. He posing for the picture. Shout out to Prince. Let's talk about Blooming Volume 1.
Super.
6 tracks, only one feature. We talked about Trippie. And so this is going to be a series.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of Blooming. For me, this EP, my album was a lot of slower tempo stuff, so I wanted to kind of bring in a mix of like some upbeat stuff, but still some really good vibes. You know what I mean? Like, and still, take a shot at some R&B. I find myself missing it. You know what I mean? I find myself wanting to rap a lot, but then I find myself wanting to be really emotional in R&B. So I felt like, let me put these two together and kind of get you ready to go on the journey with me. Volume 2 will be amazing, but the album will be like big.
So it's a 3-part series. So
Well, for right now, it may be a 3-part, but I just got 2 parts for you right now.
okay, 2 parts for us
Yeah.
right now. And it's interesting that you said that because I was checking out the documentary, and your manager / producer was saying when you first started doing music, you introduced yourself as a rapper because you weren't sure about your singing or your R&B abilities. So, but now you feel comfortable with both of them.
Yeah, now, shout out to Maddie P, but yeah, now I feel a lot more comfortable being, like, singing. I really feel like all of my stuff is R&B. I don't feel like I'm necessarily a hip-hop artist. I feel like I'm, like, a mix between R&B and a little bit of rock and a little bit of, throw some hip-hop in there, too, but mostly I like an R&B vibe, and I definitely had to grow into that. So now I'm more comfortable, and I can't wait to see where that takes me in the future.
And I'm gonna give you a shameless plug. I personally feel, and this is my personal opinion, not the opinion of Sirius XM or
Say that.
Pandora. I feel like there have been a lot of people that have jacked your style since since you've combined the two. You want to speak on that? Or your face says it all. We don't even go. You don't even have to answer that question.
I don't gotta say much, but what I can say is that thank you, because for me, like, I had an epiphany one day that's the point, is to create and inspire. So if I'm creating something that inspires you to create something kind of just like it, then I'm okay with that. I'm happy I sparked the spark in you. You know what I mean? Everybody don't gotta know.
That was a real PC answer, but I like that.
But when I see you, you know, and we know, so I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? It's like,
You gonna give them that look that you just gave to everybody else?
Yeah. This is what it's about, though. I'm going to keep creating stuff for you to take. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm never going to stop. I love
it. Let's get to another song. I want to hear Not Tonight. It's one of my favorite songs off the project. Yes.
It's me talking to the youth. I hope y'all hear me.
Let's get into it. Not Tonight. Y'all rocking with that right there? Give it up for Kodie Shane. Sirius XM Pandora Playback. Now, you spoke earlier about not having just one genre of music that defines you, and I thought it was pretty cool in the Sprite campaign that you're a part of. You actually spoke on that as part of the commercial.
Rapper.
Yeah, rapper.
Yeah.
And then you just go through just who you are. First of all, shout out to you for that, because that's a big look.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, y'all clap for that. Not only Red Bull, but Sprite.
It's lit.
It's lit right
Yeah.
now. So how was it? Well, one, how did that situation come about? Like, how did Sprite just tap you, and then all of a sudden I look up and I'm seeing you on commercials and stuff?
First of all, shout out to Sprite. I love you, the whole Coca-Cola family. That was definitely one of the most amazing, surreal experiences I've ever had in my life. I just went to a random audition. We get auditions all the time, and we just went to the audition, tried it out, rapped like maybe 12 bars, and they really liked it. And it was like I got the call like a day later, 2 days later, and it was like, yeah, like let's do this. But it was like everything happened really quick, like super quick. But it was crazy. It was a blessing.
And it seems authentic. It looks like they're allowing you just to be you and talk about yourself.
I got the hardest Sprite commercial since Drake when his face came off. No
Y'all
cap.
clap for that.
No cap. I remember watching that. Mine is hard like that. It's crazy. It's in the movies. It's crazy.
So has so has this opened up your mind to like other business ventures or other business opportunities outside of music?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm an entertainer. So I don't feel like entertainment isn't just music. You know what I mean? I want to do everything. I definitely want to get into movies and TV. But for me, it's like, it just got to be right. Because music does have my heart. But I most definitely want to get into that life. It's a lot of work. And I experienced a little taste of that. But I still would love to, like, really dive into that. I think I'd be great.
It's all about timing.
Exactly.
And speaking of timing,
we're
going to get into timing.
We're going to get into timing.
Right. Let's play timing.
This is my shit right here.
That's lit right there, right? Sirius XM Pandora Playback, Kodie Shane up in here. We're going to take some questions from the audience, about one or two.
Slit.
If you have a question for Kodie Shane, raise your hand, and Brianna will come up here. We got one up here. She bringing the mic up.
I can't hold it? Okay, it's cool. What's up, Kodie? My name is Gully Mark. I actually used to intern at 12. So
that's crazy. What's up, bro?
I'm
How are you?
I'm gonna tell AB I seen you. My question is, when you go from zero gravity, which I fuck with, losing service, and can you handle it? That was my shit sophomore year in college. And going now to blooming, like when you take back and look at kind of like your body of work only at you 21 now, like, you know, what are your thoughts just about yourself and how hard you've worked to get to where you're at? Because your music is just, it's just hit, like every project has just kept hitting, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, how do you feel when you take all that in?
First of all, thank you. That's amazing and beautiful. I wish I would have dropped more. It's so much stuff that I'm like, ugh, I should have dropped it for him. But for me, like, it's like a breath of fresh air for me to hear you say that, because I put so much into this, like, so much, and I'm not gonna stop, but like, that, what you just said is literally the reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit sophomore year in college. I'm like, yes, that was my shit. So it's like, that means a lot to me. So this really, that right there is, you know, the reason I'm doing it. I just want to keep working harder and harder and give you even more fire shit. I hope you love Blooming, but the shit after it is, it's crazy. I'm saying this out of my mouth, but it's so much fucking better. So I hope you love it, truly. Thank you. It's lit.
One more question. Anybody else got a question? This gentleman right here. Stand up. You might have to step out.
Hey, I'm Jay.
We ain't letting nobody hold the mic today.
It's all good, you know.
Some of y'all might start rapping.
I ain't gonna rap for you, but I'm Jalen out of Myrtle Beach, just showing you love from all the way over there in coastal South Carolina. You know how we do. I know that you're a very game-breaking, like a genre-breaking artist, very versatile. That's why I like you. That's why I've been with you for years and stuff like that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, man. That's why I always try to do a little bit something like that as well, try to be like you a little bit. So when you're creating your music and things like that, since you're so versatile in many different genres, how do you kind of like slow it down and be like, I'm going to hit them with this chill vibe, or I'm going to switch it up, stuff like that?
For me, music is like all emotion. So like, well, honestly, the beat speaks to me, and I talk back, and that's been my thing. You know what I'm saying? So the beat has to talk to me first and kind of tell me how I feel about it. You know, a little bit. So it always depends on that energy that's in the room, that energy that gets brought to me. Or sometimes I might be like, yo, like I'm really feeling like Afro beat vibe, like let's, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time, I just hear the music and then I talk back, you know, whatever it say to me, I just respond, and it's like throw up most of the time. And I might do a really cool vibe song, and then I might do a really hype song in the same day. So it's really just about how we feeling, you know what I mean? Keep going crazy, bro. Thank you.
I'm gonna get you out of here on two questions. I mean, you're still very young, but you've been doing your thing for a while. What are some of the most important lessons that you've learned throughout your journey?
Some of the most important lessons that I've learned, you don't need 1,000 people with you, okay? You just don't. That's a big thing that I learned, because I used to always just want to be like, yeah, I got my gang, but it's like, no, it's okay to be by yourself, or just, you know, it's okay. And accept things and people for like who they are and what it is, and not what you want it to be. You know what I mean? You got to really see situations for what they are, and everything is business. Everything. Even if you think it's personal, even if you got this super personal relationship with somebody, sometimes it's still just business. So remember that. Don't get in your feelings about that. I be in my feelings about that sometimes. So that's something I'm learning every day. Don't even be in your feelings. It's okay. It's business.
That's great advice right there. And you're actually the first artist I'm going to start asking these questions to.
Let's
so
go.
I've been encouraged to ask you one question that I'm going to ask to everybody. You're the first one I'm going to ask this question to.
I'm happy about that.
Yes. What is your why? And what I mean by that, like, why do you do it?
What is my why? I like the way you worded that.
Why do you do it? Like, I
like that.
I do it for my family.
Yeah. My why, for me personally, I just want to be able to put all the people that I love and truly care about in position to do whatever they want to do. Not just take care of them and pay your bills. I want you to be able to go on and like do what you love. You know what I'm saying? In the best way possible. And I just want to like feed the world with the music. It's not even so much about like, for me, it's like really about the music. Like, I love it. It's me. I am music. Music is me. So, yeah.
Y'all give it up one more time for Kodie Shane. So we're going to take like a 5-minute intermission. Then we're going to have our next guest. But in the meantime, can we play that Bloomin'? One more time, Kodie Shane, y'all. Make sure y'all stream that album on Pandora and all other streaming platforms, but especially Pandora.
It's lit!